some good results of XRP, 55%, and that was over, I think that took me just under 3 months. My name's Simon and I'm from Portsmouth.
Wonderful. Okay, so what was your level of knowledge about cryptos before you came to your crypto club?
Complete beginner, so absolute beginner. I think I downloaded Coinbase, and I bought a bit of Bitcoin Cash and a bit of ETC off the back of our hot tip.
Oh, really? Okay, wonderful. We love those hot tips. Okay, so what's the best thing for you about the club? What do you?
For the club, it's just the access to the information, and that will be through the trainers, actually online, and just the sheer amount of information, how easy it is to get accurate information as well, in order to sort of learn new strategies, and also move things forward.
Do you ever take advantage of the calls on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or do you tend to come to the kind of bi-weekly ones?
Yes, take as many of those calls as possible.
Fantastic.
Even if I'm just sat here and it's up on my computer, it's still another chart that's been explained.
Wonderful.
Because the one thing that doesn't get taught is trading view itself. Yes. So actually being able to sit there and see how someone else uses it has been invaluable. So
wonderful, wonderful. And so are you enjoying, are you involved with trade? Because there's 5 ways, right? So trading, investing, buying companies on the stock market that are taking advantage of the blockchain technology, staking, and ICOs. Which one of those are you doing?
So I've got an ICO with Minima.
Okay.
Investing, which is 2 funds that I have. And of course, I used to have a stock on the stock market, which was Novax, which was a pharmaceutical stock, which was that was my first stock that I actually owned, just before the pandemic actually broke out.
Okay.
I managed to buy some of them at I think they were about $15 a share, and they went up to 189 at the beginning of August with some phase 2. Wow. It's got a little bit too volatile after that, so I thought I'd sort of move
we
things
love volatility.
forward.
Come on, you as a crypto guy, you should love volatility. Okay, and are you doing any staking at all, or not really gotten into that?
No, that is my next project. Basically, this is now my sort of full-time focus, because just before the pandemic, I actually was in the process of changing job roles. So I've been a sales professional for 20 years, and then obviously come 17th of March, as far as being able to get into a new job role was concerned, that just wasn't going to happen. So it was tough. I'd already started to accumulate some Bitcoin, so I knew roughly what was going on. And in the end, I accumulated enough to be able to buy the crypto club, or buy into the crypto club course, and just haven't looked back, because it helped me with every single aspect of all the other parts of trading that I'm interested in, and actually have anything that I've either won or lost it's just helped me endlessly. So
that's fantastic. So tell us about some results. Everyone's
results.
A bit. Results. Have you made any money?
Results.
Yeah. What percentages are you?
This is what I wrote down. So I've had some good results of XRP, 55%, and that was over, I think that took me just under 3 months. And I was just following the rules, and I was trying not to do too many things at once, but learn the process, and make sure that there was always profit.
Yes. Okay. All right. So what would you say overall on your account? Are you...
I'd say it's 50% plus, because adding with my funds as well, which are a daily and they're not sort of a passive income or a passive fund, as sometimes people do. They get sort of weekly payouts, and both of those funds are up 50%.
Nice.
And so we're starting to work on new projects, and now I've closed off the XRP. Obviously trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, you
with
closed the whole thing?
Yes, I came out of the XRP with the profit.
Yeah.
Only because as far as my strategy was concerned with Bitcoin, I wasn't quite sure where I was at. So I remember we had a number of webinars that we were looking at having a little pot of fiat for when it does that drop. So that's what I've sort of aimed for over the last couple of months, rather than trying to accumulate.
But the thing is, just in case it'll break out, it's always to leave a little bit in there. So you milk it as it goes up, but you don't kill it. You kind of
with the XRP, I wanted to sort of do it from start to finish, because I was a beginner. I wanted to see that whole cycle from start to finish and exactly what it could provide. So
okay, interesting.
That was my thinking behind that. Whether that was a good decision or not.
Who knows?
With XRP, it could be the same price for what seems like weeks, but I managed to get.
I love that you're talking about weeks now. You know, some people talk about years or 10 years, but you're talking about weeks. I like it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had basically my livelihood on my hands. So as far as looking for a new job, it was more difficult. I had some money saved up that I could then start investing with. And that's basically what I do now. So going from sales professional to I wouldn't say a professional trader, but definitely something that I'm relying on a daily basis and learning more on a daily basis.
For me, Simon, is it's always good to have two pillars, you know, so that you're building up your wealth, because what you're doing is you're taking money out, and I'm assuming at some stage you're going to have to live from it. So, you know, if that's the case, you're taking money out, and that money could be growing. So if you can have 2 or 3 pillars, that would be amazing.
Yes, yeah, and that's where the funds come in. So at least one of the funds I draw from, the other one just goes up.
But what's the fund in?
The fund is in a group called Hypertech Group.
No, I mean, what do they invest in?
And they're investing in a whole the range of things over in China. As far as sort of telecoms, it's a combination of 6 different companies. Education tokens, which is one of the ones that I've just got on board with. So sort of a real full spectrum that they have there. So
I wouldn't rely too much on that, because it's your hands, right? So I count that as something, sure, but you're going to have at least 3. Like, think of any table, right? If you just have 1, it's going to be wonky. If you have 2, if you have 3, it starts getting solid. 4, you know. So obviously, as soon as you get back, I know it's work and stuff, but do well. It's up to you. But you know, having as many pillars as possible is definitely a good thing.
So
what would you say to anybody who is thinking about joining the club? What would you say, your crypto club?
If you're serious about actually with your interest, there's got to be an interest in crypto to begin with, and if you have that interest, there's absolutely nothing to lose. I'd say, I mean, it's for the case of paying for the course and then just being able to either do it at your own pace. Well, I'm quite hard on myself, so I'll make sure I try and do sort of 6-7 hours a day of either whether I'm reading something, learning about something, whether it be a stock or whether it be an actual crypto, or what a token's for, because I mean, there's so many different abbreviations over there. that is sort of what am I investing in? It's not just 3 characters. It's not just ETH or BTC. It's what is the background? Is it going to go to zero?
Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's spot on, spot on. So listen, thank you so much for your time. Keep going. Remember that
Yes.
you're an inspiration to us, right? The more
I've got your 10 steps must take during a crisis up
Wow.
on my wall, followed by the Wall Street cheat sheet, psychology of the market cycle. So it's very much sort of whenever I'm listening to you guys, it's going in there and it's either going up on the wall or I'm trying to make use of it as much as possible. So
brilliant.
yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Keep going.
no worries at all.
Next time I
Thank you.
interview you, I want to see double those results. Fantastic.
Yes, 100%. I'll be a bit more ready, hopefully, as well.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you.
No worries at all. Cheers, Marcus.